Om Ashato Ma Sadgamaya Tamasho Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Aviravirmayedhi Rudro Yakte Dakshinamukam Te Namam Pahi Nityam Te Namam Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are back to reading of the Shanti Gita. We are on verse number 26. We read that in this infinite world of Brahman, which is permeated by Brahman, that Advai Purna Chaitanya, in that absolute non-dual consciousness, full of consciousness, that it is considered Maya Akhilam, this whole universe, has been imagined by Maya. And Misha Sarvam, whatever you are seeing, this projection, it is not true, it is false, but its substratum is the reality, that is Brahman. And know it for sure that in this Akhanda, which is unbroken, will come this way. Akhandam, Akhande Vimale Purne, in that consciousness, which is unbroken consciousness, which is non-dual, which is all absolute and complete, where there is no touch of duality, because Brahman is all absolute. There is no one, not you, not me, not sun, not moon. What is there? That there remains a state which cannot be described. It is only that and that. So there is no touch of duality, nor not kinchit. There is nothing else. Kevalam Sat, and there is only one reality. That is the reality which is called Sat. Sat means it is an existence. It is there. It cannot be defined by any other word. When you define, you limit the thing. Therefore, there is nothing. And what you see, as you see things during night time, you see in the dream, how many things you see? Meaning, do they exist really? Has its permanent reality anything? No. Come in, sit wherever. Hey. So, therefore, Sat na bhavenu rajati. And you see this whole universe like you see in the dream, sapnavad drishyate sarvam, but it is chit vivartam. It is the imagination on the consciousness. One consciousness permeates everywhere. Upon that consciousness, your mind is projecting something and it appearing as this world. As you see in your dream, when is dream? Dream is real. Dream is real so long you see it. And who creates the dream? Your mind creates. But there is anything when you see and lie down in your bed and you see the dream. You forget about this. This is no reality. Only reality is the dream, what is projected and what you see there. And your mind is creating you and everything in the dream as you see. But when you wake up, where does they go? What is the sign of reality? Reality means it was there, it is there, it will be there. If something says it was there and not now, it is not real. The definition of reality is what? This is a book which critically analyzes like a scientist to find out what is the truth. If you define a truth, truth is not variable. Truth is not H2O will make water only here in America and not in India, not in Russia, not in Korea, not in any other country. Then it is not science. Science means if it is so here, that is truth everywhere. If that reality is the reality, dream is dream, so long you see the dream, when you come out of the dream, you say dream is wrong. Similarly, you say this is real, we will deny this reality when you go to dream. It has no existence at all. And when you sleep, that time also there is no existence. So if anything which exists for a particular time and does not exist in another time, that cannot be talked about reality. It is not. It is not that absolute. It is momentary. It appears like that. Many things appears. All appearances are mere false. So that we read the other day. And then he read, but when we listen to the word which is called Tattvamasi, Vedantic great dictum, we hear many words. They are called words. These are called Maha, and grand, great dictum. What is great dictum? Thou art that. You, that limited person, is that God. You are God. You cannot imagine how can you be God. You are so limited and God is all powerful. No, no, no. You give up your quality that you are worthless, you are no power, and God, the controller, the creator, take out those two adjectives, then what will remain? There is consciousness, here is consciousness. Therefore, in that consciousness, we are one. But when you put that projection upon you, that you are body, you are mind, you have a name, you have a form, you are doing something good or bad. So this duality, when you enter into this duality, the world remains as existence. But in ultimate reality, there is nothing as such. So, Satchidananda Shabdena, 26th verse, by the word, it is called Satchidananda. By this word, Tallaksham Lakshay Shruti. It indicates what is to be pointed out. That laksham, that which is indicated, that has been pointed out by this word Satchidananda. Satchidananda is not God. Satchidananda is not Brahman. We are saying all these words. Again, some word creates confusion. Satchit Ananda, when you read in the Upanishads and in scriptures, Sat means existence, Chit means consciousness, Ananda means bliss. The absolute truth is there, it is full of awareness, and it is the bliss, joy, a sense of all peace and joy. Why? You are using these three adjectives. Three adjectives are not three. It is to indicate that which cannot be expressed, it is the expression of that. That's why it says, Tat Laksham, which is indicated meaning of the word Brahman, or indicated meaning of Satchidananda, is the indicative word only. But it is truth is that what? Aksharam, Aksharatitam, Sabdatitam Niranjanam, Tatsarupam Sayangyatva, Brahmavittam Parittaja. It's a very high level of talk. The non-dual spirituality. And here we are in a very high point. We're reading today's reading. You first say this world is visible universe. Ultimately, then you say this world is appearance because it appears when you are awake. When you go to sleep, this vanishes. When you are dreaming, this vanishes. So it cannot be true. Analyze that. Then what does it mean? That I am Atman, I am infinite, I am birthless, I am deathless. What do all these talks? What does it mean? You are the consciousness, not the body, not the mind. What is the consciousness behind? And your God, that's why Swami Vivekananda said, uh, Vedanta dethrones God. God is the creator God, maintenance God, ruling God, punishing God. Vedanta says these are absolutely your mental imagination. There's only Satchidananda. But what do you mean by Satchidananda? You are using the three words, Sat, Chit, Ananda. No, no, no. These are indicative words. It indicates that which cannot be spoken. So, Akshara which is the that which is imperishable, Aksharam, and Aksharaatitam, beyond any words. Aksharam, Aksharatitam. We use the word Satchidananda, that absolute existence, absolute consciousness, absolute bliss. That is the definition of the reality, truth. But that is Aksharam, that is imperishable. And that which is imperishable, that's why it is Aksharatitam. Akshar means letter, which cannot be expressed through the letters, expression to the words, beyond the words. And Shabdatitam is beyond sound. Niranjanam, absolutely stainless and pure. Tat Sarupam, that is your Sarupa, your real nature. Swarupa. Swa means your own, Rupa means the form. It's your own divine form. And Swayam, and you are that. Gatva, knowing this, know this, that you are that. And then you reach a point where there is no expression, that is called I am a Brahmajnani. That attitude also give up. When you say I am a Brahmajnani, you are not one with the unit, truth. Your knowledge about Brahmajnana, and after you come down and say I am a Brahmajnani, that conception also threw away. That means they're indicating some subject which cannot be expressed, which cannot be worded by anything, which cannot be touched, which cannot be seen. So God vision. God vision means you're seeing in a limited perspective. When it goes to the absolute per name and form melts, then who will say what is that, and how will you say that is the Ananda or anything? Because you lose your identity totally. Total absorption of your little petty ego merges into the cosmic ego. Then there is no ego. Who will say it is joy, it is not joy? But still, when one comes down from samadhi, again enters into the realm of mind. So the mind functioning started there. They see the infinite joy behind, and then he communicates that joy to the lower level, and then said, "Oh, I went there. I had a vision. I saw this light. I felt that oneness." And so all these experiences come thereafter. So by the word, existence, consciousness, and bliss, but the Upanishads, the scriptures indicate its objective. What is the objective of using the three words? Objective is Brahman is consciousness, and that consciousness is imperishable, means it is Aksharam, it is beyond words, beyond sound and expression, Sabdatitam. It is stainless and absolutely pure. There is no taint of ignorance or Maya. The sky is clear. You see the sun, bright, brilliant, and all the rays are radiant. No? Now cloud comes. So when the cloud comes, the sun is not visible. But if the cloud is totally got niranjanam, then there is nothing but the sun. So this experience will have that. 27 verse. We have few verses. I think that from January we'll start another reading. Some new book will start. We are searching for what to read. another Vedantic book. Now 27. Obhimana pritir mukhya tenaiva sarupa priti panchakoseshu ahankaro kurti bhavena rajate. It says the main covering upon the self, think that there is a light and it has been covered by one uh, layer of dark sheet of paper or dark sheet of cloth. So, what is that? That is Abhiman, I. The first covering is the I. First awareness, anyone says I. So, I Abhiman, or the ego identity, is covering the personality. Entire this real nature of ours, the pure nature of ours, is covered by ahankara, Abhimano, abriti. It is covered by that, and it is called the ego. By that alone, one's own real nature is covered. So our real nature is covered that with the I first. Ramakrishna said, I is the cause of all bondage. No? Whole world is fighting with I. Your I, my I. Huh? Of course, my eye will be the right eye. So you're right. So always conflict goes on. My I, your I. I, you. Always this conflict. But if the I is gone, then you are Satchidananda, I am Satchidananda. You are also son of bliss, I am also son of bliss. What makes one wave and another wave? What is the difference between the two waves? Shape and size and strength and power. The big wave falls on the small one. And she cries and dies. No? Imagine like that. This is the big guy, small guy. The fight is always going on. So ego. What? You say to that to me? You dare to do that? Do you know what can I do? So see, all fight is with the ego. And I'm nothing, 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 nothing. And so I become a doormat. That's also I. Bad I. Not I that I'm Atman, I'm pure, I'm child of God. So that identity forgot. But if we brought our identity with the ego of the body, I means gay me. I means my mind. I means my understanding. I mean my emotions, my strength. So this I has covered the self. That's why he called Panchakoshishu Ahankara Kurtribhaveno Rajate. The ego rules over the five sheets. I am the body. It is the one sheet, one covering, which is made by what? Rice, dal, potato, corn, uh, ice cream, chicken. Whatever you eat, that transforms into this flesh and bone. No? And you say, I, my I. You say, I'm losing weight. Huh? I losing weight. My body is losing weight, and you say, I am losing. Oh, I'm gaining weight. And you don't gain weight, you don't lose a weight. If the body gains and you say we identify with it. So that is the I is the point which associates with the objective world. So I covers this way and we will analyze how it goes inner and inner. So the main covering of the self is identification with the ego. Hmm? Our major problem of life is ego. I. That I will be thou, 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 thou. When it will be thou, 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 less problem. And a point will come when thou will also die. What will remain? What will remain? That will remain. You cannot say I, thou. God will remain. And there is the perfect peace comes there. I, concept of whole spiritual life is destroying the I, ego. Either in the Jnana path of knowledge, I'm not this body, not this body, I'm Atman, I'm infinite, I'm birthless, I'm deathless, I'm timeless. Just we read that I am deathless, I'm birthless, I'm ever pure, ever stainless. That is the I, Vedanta. Bhakti, I'm nobody, I am nobody. Oh Lord, you are everything, you are everything. Reduce your ego, reduce your ego, reduce your ego. Everything is done by your will. Oh Lord, I am nothing, I am nothing, nothing. That's also going like that. No? So both leads to the zero of I. If I is not controlled, the world will rule over us. And we look at the life of the great souls who show light to the whole world. They are all egoless people. So the ego rules over the five sheets with the attitude of doership. It says, I do, I see, I work, I said. So all these are manifested through the ego. Now, 28th verse. Brahmavitta jal bhavid vijnana sangite ahankarasya tadharma ihite sarupe amale. Now, Brahmavitto Vimano. Some people may have ego that I am a Brahmajnani. Brahmavitta means the quality that I know Brahman. This ego also, that is also to be given up. Very high level. We don't understand all these things. We cannot. In our level, little ego with body mind goes, that it's itself a good thing. And this they're talking about, I am a Brahmajnani, that idea also you have to give. Then you are still one step down. I am Brahmajnani. Brahmajnana is there, I am there, I am the knower of Brahman. That quality is also there. Gyan, Gata. Gyan means the knowledge, Gyom is the object of knowledge, and through some instrumentality we know. These three will just merge, collapse. Collapse of the Berlin Wall. No? Collapse. All this ego, all distinction will collapse. So long there is a yatra itara itarang pashyati, itara itarang sinoti, itara itarang jigrati, tad daitam tad alpam tad martam tad alpam tad daitam. Where you find little difference, itara itaram, this is one, this is another. I am here, you are there. I know there's something to be known. So long you have little trace of this duality. Yatra itara itaram pashyati, I see the difference, I hear difference. Itara itaram pashyati shinoti. Not dvaitam, that is called duality. That's a play of ignorance. Uh, that should be discarded totally. So the ego identity, which brings the idea, I am the knower of Brahman, happens where? In the Jadbhavit Vijnana Sangita, in the Vijnanamaya Kosha. That means in the intellectual shift. In the intellectual shift, you think that I am knower of truth. And this is the nature of ego, to conceal pure essential nature of this. And what is the nature of ego? Ego is like a cloud. It will cover the sun. And how big is the sun? How powerful is the sun? How little is the cloud? But it has the power. It is our ignorance that is the power, which has the power to conceal the ever effulgent, birthless, deathless, infinite self in me. Now it is here in all of us. We think we are so petty, we are so poor, we are so insignificant. But in you and me and everyone, there is that infinite energy just now and again. But cloud has covered. What is the cloud? I'm the body. I'm a man. You're a woman. I am knowledgeable. You are not. Or I am a poor guy. I am a rich person. Or I look good. You look not. Don't look good. All duality. It is all ignorance. So give up the ignorance. Give up the duality. See the sun, bright sun, shining forever. So only remove the ego. And that is the policy for spiritual life: prayer, meditation, selfless work, charity, doing good to others. Whatever we say, these are all means to clear the cloud. That is the egolessness. So that is the, therefore, having this as a reality, ataha samtyajo tadbhavam kevalam sarupe sthitim tattagyanam iti prahu yogi tattadarshina. Therefore, as an intelligent guy, what will you do? You will hang on to your ego? Samtajo. Cast off that identity that I. Either say, I the Brahman, or I say, I Lord, thou, not me, not me, not me. But we are reading Vedanta book. Say, I am the Brahman, I am the reality. That big I, not this petty I. So, auto samtaja, therefore, taja means give up. Samtaja means totally give up. Brush out from your life. What? Tadbhavam. Tadbhavam, I bhavam. I am the body, I am the mind, it is my house, it is my friend, it is my, I, me, mine. The whole world rotates around these three. You don't care about where there is no other something happening to somebody. Something so many people are dying. Are you care? We may be sympathetic, ha, who. But suppose some of my relatives is now in that danger. What will happen to me? Not only me extends to mine, my friend, my child, my mom, my dad. Good extending into other subject. Wherever you extend, you feel the identity. But this identity is really fictitious. It give up that. And give up then what? But kevalang sarupe sthitim. But only try to remain in your swarupa, essential nature, which nobody can take you. It is in you all the time here, in me all the time here, in me, that eternal truth. Get steady and established there in your own self. You are establishing yourself on the outside grounds, no? Depending on some friend, depending on some rich person, or depending something who can, some police officer, for some political leader. Don't depend on all those. Depend here in you, that infinite spiritual nature which is here. Ato samtajo tadbhavam and kevalam sarve sthitim, staying in their sthiti, tattva jnanam iti. This is called tattva jnanam. This is called the knowledge of the truth. What is the truth? We know so many things. You know art, science, literature, chemistry, physics. You know astronomy. You know all this material science and everything. But that science cannot give you peace. Momentary intellectual satisfaction may come, but that will not give you eternal freedom. Fear, anxieties, worries never will go. Noble laureate, he has his anxieties. All intellectual people, they have their anxieties. Someone more intellectual competing. You are a great professor, and another professor is there competing with you. You are a rich person, there is another rich person competing there. So everything is, there is a competition. But when you can get out of this competitive attitude with I, me, mine, then it's established in your own self. And in that self, there is no competitor. Because here is me, there is the same reality everywhere. So who to compare and who to contest with each other? Contesting come two equal things, no? But with one substance, so who will compete with whom? You don't compete with your tongue and tooth. See, tongue and teeth. See how different, totally different organs. One is so soft and another is so hard. It can chew. Don't know how much pressure you put when you chew something. But the tongue is always playing with that. It is not getting involved into it. So closely working together. Because my tongue, it is my teeth. There is no conflict. If there inadvertently something is done, that's different. But normally, look at our whole life. We are eating, we are talking whole day and night, but they are staying in full friendship.
Sometimes the teeth bite the tongue.
That is your inadvertent moment. That is inadvertent moment. But most of the time, no. It is fully cooperating. Which is I, here is I. My teeth, my tongue. So this when they see the oneness, there is no conflict. So this is the point that the ego rules over the five sheets with the attitude of doership. I do, I like, I dislike, I hate. Huh? All these words we use. I. So give up that I consciousness with the body, but you add that I identity with your real nature, which is eternal, which is absolute, which no one can take away. That is the truth, only truth the realized people have seen. Now, ahamkarasya tad dharmo brahmavittu bhavam acha brahmavitto bhimanam jad bhavet vijnana sangite ahamkarasya tad dharmo pihite sarupe amale ato santaja tad bhavam kevalam sarupe sthitim tattva iti prahur yogina tattadarshina. So this is yogi is called, this is called a yogi, he is a tattadarshi. He sees the truth. We see wrong things. And they are the real seers of truth. That's why the Upanishad called the rishis. Rishis who have written these Upanishads or who have spoken, they are the rishis means they are seers of truth. They have seen, like as I see you, they saw. They saw means with eyes open they see Brahman, with eyes closed they see Brahman. Eyes open, they see the one manifesting as diverse ways of waves, but is made of ocean water. And closing down, going down the bottom of the ocean, they see the absolute ocean. So absolute ocean or rippled ocean. So this is the world they are called the seers of truth. They see that in open eyes. न पश्यसि तदा किंचित विभाति साक्षिषत् स्वयं अहमस्मि इति भावेन चान्तस्फुरति केवलम् 31. When you do not see anything, then there shines the witness. The thought, I am that witness, the reality of my own self alone shines within. That means when you napasyasi jada kinchit, when don't you see? When you see, we see through what? You see through your eyes, no? It's a limited instrument. You see the nervous system connects, carries to the brain. These are all gross material. That's why you see. So, and if anything is defective, we see wrongly. People are having driving time, they see dual vision. No? Dual vision means two cars are coming, they see instead of one, they see two. It's a defect of the eye, defect of the retina, something has happened there. So, now pashyasi, when you do not see anything means don't see anything of the material world, of this duality, then there shines the witness. When don't you see anything, then that means when there is no cloud, you see the sun shining alone. No one needs to tell you, is there any sun in the sky? You see it, feel it, experience it. So that's why when you do not see anything, means see the objective world, limitation of the, you see that way each one is different and separate. When you see that, then their, yeah, world is there, And we don't see, that means seeing to the eyes, to the eyes of my mental eye, to the intellectual eye, ego eye. When you don't see anything like that, then what will remain? The inner consciousness, Satchidananda, the Atman, the Brahman, that will be shining in its own glories. The thought, I am that witness, the reality of my own self alone shines within. Then what will remain there? They will only think, I am alone. I am alone means there is no two. What are you seeing as two? That is also me. That's very tough subject for those who came first time. It will be little difficult for you. But this is the Vedantic thought that this is our body and mind. What you see, it is apparent. We see it. We see it under particular time, particular condition. When the time changes and condition changes, you don't see this reality. You live in another reality. We live in our mental patients. They live with us, no? But they live in another realm. It is very easy to understand now. Modern psychologists will prove, and we see many patients like that. They see some ghost, they see something haunting them, something chasing them. But in a rational mind, there is nobody. There may be some cases really that is a different thing, but normally we mentally create them out of fear or some experience. I relate to that experience and then I get affected. So don't see the duality. Don't see means don't see the duality. See the oneness. What is behind you? The same consciousness. What is behind me? Same consciousness. What is behind the whole earth, planet, sun, moon, stars? Behind it is the same reality of consciousness and bliss. So think day and night like that. That is your true nature. Aham sarvatmana taktva sarvo bhavena. On all possible ways, give up that idea, sarvada all the time. Aham asmi iti aham bhami. I am there and I am getting manifested. I am here and I am getting manifested. It is my expression. I am the infinite ocean. All the waves are my expressions. Is it not? Do you get that idea? Ocean and the waves. Ocean is only one, is it not? And the waves are millions, billions, trillions. But are the waves are different from the ocean? Yes, they are separate because they are small expression. We are all small, tiny waves on the ocean of consciousness. But in a sense, each wave is nothing but H2O. Is it not? So think this way. Vedanta teaches that you are not that small one. You are the big ocean in the essential nature. That is called, you are the reality, Sat. You are consciousness, essential consciousness. You are that absolute peace. Day and night, think, hammer, and say, I am that, I am that, I am that. Not this, not this, not this. This is an apparent existence. What I saw when I was a boy of 5, how do I look? Bring a photograph of that. All of you, bring your photograph when you are 5 years old. And what is the similarity now? Is it the same person, guy? Same guy? No. It's a different change. The 5 years girl or boy has a different mindset. They live in another world. Ted bear, this, that, give some toys and say they're hiding, they're seeking and things like that. But it has no value to you now. So every time in the growth of our life, we have our choices, we live in that consciousness. Now you are in this state. You have a different world of your understanding. You mature a little bit, you will be feeling the world differently. And body is changing every day, mind is changing every day. So think this way, but the inner content, the consciousness is not leaving us anyway. Consciousness is not changing anyway. This is a very serious discussion in Vedanta. You sleep, you say, I slept. You dreamed, you say, I dreamed. You ate lunch, I ate lunch. I had no dinner, I. I is the behind source who is observing all these incidents. I went to office. Who observed it? There is somebody, one common person. He says, I didn't get any time for lunch. How do you know? You knew somebody watched that incident. You ate. Who observed that? All these memories are coming because of what? That there is some I, and that I is not dying. It has no sleep. See, we sleep night time, but I does not sleep. When you get up, you say, I had a good sleep. How do you know you have a good sleep? Somebody in you has observed that sleep. When your body is sleeping, mind is sleeping, but he does not sleep. He says, I saw a dream. Who saw the dream? Who is that I? So there is a I, one constant I behind us, which is observing day and night from childhood to every moment's incident, every moment's memory is observed by I. And that is called the unchanging I, continuously there. Does it make sense? What? In new people, first time, very difficult to understand, no? Yeah, but still, logically, it makes sense, no? Logically, does it not make sense? That in you there is somebody whom you call I, don't know what is that I, but he is observing whatever you do. So when you sleep, when you dream, when you work, when you inadvertent, I was inadvertent. How do you know you are running inadvertent? Someone is behind, observe that inadvertence, is it not? I was not careful. How do you know you are not careful? Somebody in you have observed that carefulness, not carefulness. Careful you are, that's also observed. Not careful, that is also observed. So that's an internal observer in you. That is called the Atman, that is called the consciousness. That never leaves us. And that is the reality which gives us identity with the world. Therefore, Jagradapi Shushuptisto Jagrad Dharma Vivarjito. Jagradapi, being awakened now, which is the waking state. Being in the waking state, susuptisto, as if you remain, as if you are in deep sleep. That means detached from this. Jagrad dharma vivarjito. Be free from the characteristics of the experiential things of good and bad experiences of in the waking state incident. So it says that having fallen into a deep sleep like state, even while awake, one is completely free from characteristics of the waking state. When ignorance, which is the characteristic of the state of deep sleep, decays, one remains in one's own consciousness. That's why we all find so much joy when you go to deep sleep. No? In day to day life, where is your greatest joy? Observe. When you go to deep sleep, no? Or we call power nap. What is power nap? Power nap time, what happens? All the senses get rested. Though for a split few seconds or maybe 1 or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, no? That is when the nervous system does not have to function anything. Mind also is tired whole day. Mind also goes to sleep. No? Then comes your great joy. I give the example, suppose you allow somebody to have good, delicious meals, continuously feed him and do whatever he likes, singing, dancing, give every support to that person. Only say you cannot sleep. I'll not allow you to sleep. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, I'll not allow you to sleep. What will happen? The guy will be crazy. No? And suppose you have done whole day work and really you are thirsty, you are hungry, but you are so tired, you come and just lie down in the bed. You have no energy to go to take the food from your fridge or heat and eat. And you had a good sleep, you come out, you feel fresh. You have not eaten anything, you have not given anything to the body. But when you get to susupti, that means deep sleep, that is the moment you find most joy. Why? Now understand. You move from body go to the mind goes to the intellect goes to I, and I, behind that I is the ever effulgent Satchidananda, ever effulgent consciousness and blissfulness. I, big I, behind that big I, the light of consciousness. And because it is full of love and joy, when I go there, my mind withdraws and goes there. That's the perfect peace. Cat, dog, lion, everyone needs sleep. And that moment we get closer to the Atman, but there is a veil. That's why we don't go to Samadhi. But yogis go to that state by meditation. But we go every day by sleep, yogis go by meditation. And when the sushupti, that deep sleep state will also be destroyed, then to dharme, sushupte kshoite dharme. When in the deep sleep state, the characteristic of the deep sleep state will also be lost, then to jnane chetana sayam. So you'll be aware of your divine glory, your own consciousness there. Okay. Now, hitva susupto ajnanam jadbhavu bhavu varjito pragya sarupam yatva pragyahinastada bhavu. Therefore, having these regarding the ignorant state of deep sleep, we are in a very fine level to understand. Now, our mind is awake, no? That's why I am seeing you are seeing me, and I am experiencing all the heat, cold, or I'm hearing, or I'm listening. All these functions are going on. Now, if you go to the dream state, what happens? All other sense organs, your eyes don't have to function. Your hand need not have to function. You go in the bed. But you're dreaming. What is functional there? Your mind is functional there. Your mind is functional, your intelligence is functional, and your ego is functional. Because in the dream also, you are driving a car. No? So you are driving a car, you are changing lane. That means your intellect is functioning. I should go to the next lane. Your mind is functioning because you see the objective world, not this, but a subtle objective, subtle world of all reality. No? So, but there is only disconnection with the physical body. Physical body has nothing to do. Only functionality is the mind. Now, when the dream is over, the mind also goes to sleep. When mind goes to sleep, you don't see the dream, neither you see this world. But you are there still now. You are not dead. You are in deep sleep state. What remains in the deep sleep then? Neither this body consciousness remain, neither the consciousness of your mind, neither the consciousness of your intelligence. Your only one thing remains: I am sleeping, I am sleeping. That conception remains there. So that only one layer of ignorance remains. I. So, having disregarding that ignorant state of disbelief, that I, which is the veiling power, separating me from my real nature, that is in happens in the deep sleep state. What happens in deep sleep? That is not under my control. But if you practice meditation every day and think in me is the effulgent light, think of the light and forget the body and go in yourself, then you reach that point where at a ignorant state, we reach that state of our real divine nature. So, when having disregard the ignorant state of deep sleep, even then attaining the nature of that which is bereft of all characteristic, that is Brahman, Atman, having known your own nature by spiritual wisdom, and you know I am that. It comes by your own spiritual wisdom. Be that one which is beyond the wisdom thereafter. That means merge yourself into that deep state of samadhi where there will be neither you, neither the enjoyer, neither the enjoyer, enjoyment, or object of enjoyer. So, enjoyer, enjoyment, all this duality will then disappear. You are that what you are. And that what you are, that is the state of perfect joy, perfect blissfulness. People are searching for that joy. No, I'll finish this another 2 3 years. Na shabda sravanam na api. In that state, there is no sound that you can hear. Because there is no two. I am saying you are hearing. The two entities are here. But there is no two. It is all one. So, na shabda sravanam na api rupam. There is no form to see. Darshanam tata. Therefore, there is no object to see. There is no sound to hear. There is no existence. There is no non existence. What is there? That is that. You cannot say. You cannot say what is that. That's why all the sages, when they come out of their samadhi state, they say they cannot express that. They give some glimpses. Suppose if I tell you you will have some ice cream and I ask you to describe what is the ice cream like? What will you say? You will use few words. Oh, it is delicious. Oh, it is beautiful. Its flavor is nice. Oh, it melts into the tongue. What do I understand by that? You are giving some expression of something which you have experienced. Experience cannot be expressed. Experience cannot be experienced, only experienced and experiencer merges into one. Even material world, all these things we cannot express. What the question of this spiritual truth, which is our essential nature. Therefore, 36 verse says, Na Sabda Pramanam. How I have done it? There is neither hearing of sound nor seeing of any form. There is certainly neither existence nor non existence. There is nothing else but a true existence, true reality. Therefore, now you know, you have to know this truth to make yourself free from all bondage. Therefore, the Bhagavan Krishna is saying, know it to be that pure state. That is your pure state, my pure state. This is the impure state because it is amalgamated with the body, mind, emotion, ego, all this. Therefore, know it to be that pure state when intellect dissolves in knowledge after understanding. Through extremely subtle intellect, the nature of the indwelling consciousness. So know that there is an in consciousness indwelling in the innermost reality, innermost depth of my existence. That is called consciousness. And know that and become free. And 38 verse says, Itite kochitam tattam, therefore, this truth I have narrated you, O virtuous of disposition, that is the essential, most essential truth. There is no grief and delusion for you. You are that undivided, absolute, and pure self, Atma. You are pure, you are stainless. Know that. And you have no misery, you have no suffering, you have no duality. So get established into that truth. Sokomoho toi nasti, swaruposi niskaro. So this is the last advice given by Bhagavan Krishna to Arjuna, who lost his son and was bereaved. So he got peace listening these instructions, following that instructions. So we read this Shanti Gita to get peace. In life, we have so much suffering, so much of anxieties and worries. It does not belong to you. It belongs to your mind. It belongs to your body. It belongs to your emotions. It belongs to your understanding. You are free from that. You are neither the body, neither the mind, neither the intellect, neither the ego. That you are that self and get established in that self. So that is the advice. We'll next day we'll read the rest of the verses. Let us see. And then we'll start in January something else. Okay. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ram Krishna Panamastu. If you have any question, you are also welcome. Okay, let me see this first. Okay. If one wants Jivan Mukti in this life, then does it mean that sadhaka must pester the Guru about guidance for the same, or should sadhaka not bother because the Guru already knows? You know, it is not the Guru's business. Jivan Mukti is yours. So you have to work hard. See, we read this. We read this is called Jivan Mukti. Meaning, while you are in body, you are free. Nothing can bind you. You know that you are not the body, not the mind. Hammer. Try to understand this intellectually, reasonably, and really see you are not finished with the body. There's something behind you, and that is Satchidananda. The sages are talking about that. Many people have experienced that. Why not you too? You will also feel. So do practice. Guru has given whatever is given, mantra and other direction. It is your job to do. You have got a good GPS in your hand, and you got to know where to go, and you know that you should reach. You follow the GPS. You sit in the car and you think that I'll go to the end. Guru will do me. Guru will not push your car. Guru is there to guide, but Guru has already given all these connections, how to drive and how which way to go, which lane to avoid, which lane to go. We read all these things. That this book is a Guru. So we know this. Now I am to practice it. If I don't practice, what will happen? It will not happen. But if you practice, you see that you have run 10 miles ahead. Some day another 20 miles, 30 miles, 40 miles. So it is every day's journey is reducing the distance, no? So you will reach the goal. Depends on us. Okay, another question. Is it true that Vedanta considers the ego to be of three kinds? Tamasico, Rajasico, and Sattvico. Yes, Vedanta accepts three types of ego is there. Tamasico ego, and Tamasico ego means those are brutal people. Their ego is Tamasico. Eh? Egotistic person. Do you know who am I? And haughty and egotistic, and that's Rajasico ego. And Sattvico ego, I am nothing, I am nothing. Oh Lord, you are there. So that's Sattvico ego. The mandate that Swamiji gave to the youths of India to rejuvenate India and take its glory, how practical is it considering that we are living in Kali Yuga and situation only going to get worse? Let the world go to worse. Let us take our own responsibility. Don't think that whole world you can change. But you can change yourself. Swamiji gave the idea to the youth of India and the youth of the whole world that have self reliance, stand on your own feet, be truthful, be honest, be helpful to others, do charity, serve others. Let one life go for the service of the others. Why are you so selfish? Give up selfishness. If we take this ideal, so we are here 10 people, the world will change tomorrow. And this if I change, I make good progress in my spiritual life. Others also will be the same way, whoever takes this ideal. So it is our responsibility to follow the instruction. Main problem is that in spiritual life, in every life, there are teachers are in plenty, but there is no student. Guru mile lakh lakh. You can find teachers, hundreds of teachers. Chela no mile koi. The disciple means who will follow the instruction. That is very rare. We want easy going spirituality. Spirituality, it should not be easy going. You have to pay the price of it. You are asking for a eternal joy. So you should pay price for that. You should to build up your character. You should have to curb your own tendencies, these lower tendencies, give a curb to the higher tendency. It is your responsibility. How the society will improve if we don't participate in this curbing our lower propensities to the higher direction. And it's for me good, for others good also. So I think it is Swamiji's idea is absolutely true for today and in future. Only we have to work our own problems and to focus on that reality. That we are not limited by body and mind. We need not be so much selfish. Need not have to think of me, my. Rather think of others also. But you need minimum things. Keep for yourself. Take care of those things. But you have to also responsible for this removing the little affliction of others. That is Swamiji's idea. Ramakrishna used to say, not grantha, but granthi. What are the knots of the heart? Will loving our Ishta lead eventually to also learn the Nirguna. Yes, not grantha means people are think that always reading books. Huh? That will make them knowledgeable person. Yes, secular knowledge, you are correct. As much as you know, so much you are a knowledgeable person. But spirituality, you are ignorant if you don't know one. What is one? One is God. You know so many things, but you don't know one, which is God. Then it all is useless. Ramakrishna's example, everything in life is zero. So I put 1 0, I give you 1 0. What will you say? What is the value? I give you two zeros. Is there any value of it? I give you 10 zeros. Is there any value of it? No. But world is all zero, meaningless, purposeless. Put one behind a zero. I give you 1 0 behind one. It is $10. I give two zeros, you put one behind, $100. Put one as God behind in everything of the world, it becomes 10, 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion, zillion. Only one, wipe out one. It is all trillion zeros. So this is the point. Hold on to God, everything will come. See God in everything, behind everything. See the same consciousness behind everywhere. So Grantha is Granthi, those who think that only I will study books. Many people read day and night books. They get more confused. Because why? This author is saying one way, he has not realized God, so he has written a book. As is our nature. We read 20 books, and immediately my mind says, let me write a book. Your idea is not clear. Have you seen God? What will you write? You will write wrong things. Material science, that also you have to prove. Here is, have you proven that God is truth in your life? Then you write a book. You confuse people more. You get confused, you confuse other people. So, and yes, If you love your Saguna Brahma Ishta Devata, pray and purify your heart, ultimately, really, you will reach this Nirguna state also. Because they are not two. This barrier is very limited. So practice is important. Hare Baba, today question after question coming. Do you think that modern Western psychology is in sound footing regarding its finding about the mind when compared to our yoga and Vedanta understanding of the mind? I think they are moving in the same direction. The Western psychology is coming to the Eastern psychology, extending a tendency from Freudian to you go to the higher life. This not understanding is changing in this. I think they are moving in the same direction. In mantra japa, a preliminary practice to Vedantic inquiry, or should Vedantic inquiry be done simultaneously? Yes, Vedantic inquiry and your spiritual practice should go side by side. That will make you a greater person of understanding. Because misunderstanding comes because we don't give the background of Vedanta oneness in the background. Okay, thank you. Now the question.
Thank you. So my question was just about what about oversleeping? Like wake in the morning and I'm sorry. Thank you, Swami. My question was just in regards to oversleeping. And when you wake in the morning and you can't snap out of that state. I don't know if you would call that is that the state of tamas where you're stuck, you feel lazy and sluggish and I know meditation helps to correct your mind, but sometimes I get even too lazy to meditate, lazy to work out. Like I can't even move it. And hours go by for me to do anything and get my day started. So.
Yeah, good question. Yeah, we all feel like that. It is the tamasa expression, but you have to understand. Your body needs some rest. First of all, give. This is a brother ass. eh? This body is called brother ass. So you have to feed the brother ass slightly to get the best benefit of the ass. You have to feed properly, you have to give him little rest, and then whip. It will run faster. But if the brother ass is hungry and he didn't get rest and you are whipping, it will die. So we'll have to be balancing these both things. Understand? Yes, it is tamas, but you have to judge. Probably you give 1 hour more rest, then your body will be fresh. Give little rest more, and then get up and try. Go to bed little early. Give little whatever bodily needs minimum. And but you again, if you give rest also, then also body will say little more, a little more. Then you can no, get up, then whip. Just jump out and take a shower, run into the shower. Then when water falls, then you will this laziness will go away. So we have to be intelligently handling this situation. Understand? But yes, it is laziness. Two obstacles of spiritual practices. One is laziness. Another is distraction of the mind. Either our mind sleeps, our mind jumps. Here, there. In split second, mind is running all areas. So we should be handling both sides. But in the early morning is sleep, and at the end of the day when you come, or run. Monkey mind. That time mind becomes monkey, and this time mind becomes sloppy. So both are the condition of the mind, and our yoga philosopher Patanjali has said these are the two obstacles. But we have to overcome that by balanced sleep, balanced food, balanced practice. It takes time. That's all. Nothing to be frightened about that. Okay? Huh? Acha. Oh, tomorrow we have a gospel reading at 7:30 in the evening. Thank you all for coming. And if you have any question, we could have given another time. Thank you. You know, main thing is that whatever we do, it is to practice. By practice, everything becomes easier. The music, those who are violinists, they're playing violin. For the first time you take a violin and you go on playing. Will you like? You like or your friends will like? Your friends will not like. They will see that what? There is no tune, there is no note, there is all wrong, 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 wrong. But you go on insisting and you go on practicing, you become an expert violinist. So in every phase of life, it needs more, more, more. Okay? No.